It's Salvaje. I'm back with another Fortnite Save the World in-depth weapon review. Here's my review for the Compression Burster, or Buster as I like to call it. So my supporter creator code is Salvaje, and every time you use my creator code, I basically get some commission from the things that you guys buy in the Fortnite item shop. So yeah, please use my creator code if you'd like. Now, let's get into the review. As you guys know, I like to get straight to the points. Do I think this bow is Gucci or not? It's actually pretty good. It's definitely better than the Vintage Tech Seeker, but in my opinion, I think the boom bow still reigns supreme. But the compression buster does have a couple of things going for it that might actually give it a nice space in the meta. So first of all, it's a bow that specializes on high impact. Let's talk about how this is going to help you in the gameplay of Fortnite Save the World. After all, this is an in-depth weapon review. So all husks in Fortnite Save the World have an impact counter. So basically, let's say that a husk has 3,000 impact counter. A husk isn't going to get affected by a wall launcher trap until that impact counter is at, I'm going to say, let's say they have a 3,000 impact counter. So let's say that the husk needs to be at 1,400 impact counter for it to be affected by a wall launcher. Well, guess what? If that is the case, all you have to do is hit the husk with one arrow from the compression buster, and then you have lowered that husk impact counter by a lot. Okay, so that's why this bow is really helpful, right? In things like trap tunnels, for example, when there aren't any propane, right? In things like trap tunnels, let's say that you have a blaster going into a trap tunnel because he doesn't really have line of sight on you. You can hit the blaster with one of the arrows, boom, right? He's going to die instantly, or he's going to get he's going to trigger the traps instantly because his impact counter went down very quickly. So I just want to point out also, if you're new around here, you should hit that subscribe button, because I actually shared this impact counter tip a couple of months back in my 100 tips video. Oh yeah, watch my 100 tips video, they're linked in the description below, or you can watch my 200 tips video, which is both of my 100 tips. Okay, whatever. The point is, the impact on this weapon makes it very helpful. It is going to make blasters flinch very frequently, which means that you're going to stop their attack. And it is going to make Husky Husk flinch as well, which means that you're going to get more space. Now, I thought that this bow wasn't going to be great at close ranges, because one of the biggest weaknesses that I saw as I was testing this bow, it's how terrible the drawback speed is. But the bow has an AoE attack, and that pretty much makes the bow a really good close range bow. So with the Vintage Tech Seeker, well, that thing is bugged, so I don't even know how the Vintage Tech Seeker is supposed to work. But I know for a fact the Vintage Tech Seeker didn't have AoE with the singular arrow, right? So it basically made it a direct impact type weapon, which means that you couldn't really aim at the floor and then hit multiple targets. Well, with the compression buster, you are going to be able to aim at the floor and hit multiple targets. I was using the bow at close range for this Destroy the Encampments mission, and as you guys can see, I wasn't really getting too overwhelmed, or I never really felt as if, oh my god, like I'm going to get completely obliterated, because the bow has a really slow drawback speed and really bad range. Anyways, I also want to point out, yeah, game modes like Fight the Storm, game modes like Retrieve the Data, this bow is just going to shine because it is going to do the job that it's supposed to do. The point is, guys, that this bow is actually pretty decent. So when it comes down to my star rating, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars. So the reason for that is because the boom bow is just far more superior than this thing, but this thing is also a really good choice. Recommended perks: put 2 impact perks on this thing if you want, so you can pretty much make smashers flinch extremely easily. Or you can also go for a double crit damage, crit rating build with damage to snare targets, and that build is going to give you some nice consistent damage and a lot of crit damage when you get a crit with this bow. I can't show you guys how much crit damage you're going to be getting with this bow because I don't have enough legendary perk up. I wanted to bring you guys gameplay of a defensive mode for this bow, but as you guys are seeing in the background, Save the World is having server issues again and the game keeps freezing, and honestly I just didn't want to deal with it, so I just decided to only use my Destroy the Encampments footage. But hopefully the servers do improve next season. Maybe the free-to-play launch is coming next season, and that's why they're stress testing servers, but we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want my next 100 tips video to launch before the brand new season of Fortnite, but we will definitely see, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I feel a little bit overwhelmed by that project. So I don't really want to promise a release date like I did on December. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.